Welcome back to the channel. This is Tiffany at Dynamite-Acres. We have had a really crazy busy summer. It's mid-September now. Harvest is still underway. We're almost done with apple harvest. The garden is still going great guns. But I just wanted to take a second and introduce you to two of our newest members. They came this summer. We've been working with them, and it's just been such a blessing to have these girls. This is Sugar 2 Bars. She's a 20-year-old registered paint. And her very buddy sour sister, well, I'm calling them sisters because they came together, is over there. She's a Tobiano paint. We'll go see her in a minute. Sugar here, when she came to us, hadn't had her teeth done for a while. Her hooves were a little long, but she's doing really well. We got past the trimming all the hooves. She's doing real good. She had a few weeks where she was a little lame. She had some stone bruising and she had some pigeon toe problems. Our great farrier, though, has got her shaped up. She's very sound. She is ready to work. But her biggest thing was that she's a little underweight because of her tooth problem. She has a broken incisor. She had what's called a wave in her molars, and she had a really bad hook on one side. So she would not eat grain. We got her teeth fixed about a week ago, and we finally found a grain that she likes. So we're very excited to have her eating. We're going to have her gain about 70 pounds, and then, she should be ready for deep winter. Hey, Sugar Girl. Over here is her sister, Rosie. Rosie is an 18-year-old Tobiano paint, also registered, and Rosie is super, super buddy sour. Sugar's a little buddy sour, but not too bad. This is a very exciting day for me because this is the first day that Rosie, previously known as Rio, hasn't freaked out. She had her supplement. She's just been hanging out here on the grass, out on the pasture pen. Rosie is also still getting some supplement to try to help her not gain as much weight. We're gonna just keep working with them, but there's our two new girls and some of our projects for this summer and for the future. So check this out. I just let Sugar out from eating her grain, and she's just totally fine. She went over to the other side of the pen, and she trotted up and sat down the pen. Rosie came over and checked on her, and then they both just kind of went their separate ways doing their thing. It's such a great improvement after weeks and weeks of working with them and not even being able to just lead one at a time because they were so sour towards each other. This is just a huge, huge improvement. So I'm actually going to open the gate and let them in together, and we'll see how much that is important to them. Hey, Rosie girl. Now, one of the things I've been working with Rosie is she thinks she's starving. She's not. She's overweight. We have to get her to lose some weight, but she absolutely just thinks she's starving. So one of the things that we've been working on is to not be pushy when someone has either hay or grain. So this morning I had her grain in my hand, in her bowl, and I just walked around the pen, much to her frustration, obviously. She was very frustrated. But I just walked around the pen, and every time she pushed on me, I stopped. I squared off with her because you can communicate with your body language as well as your tone. Hey, Sugars. And I squared off with her, and then I made her back up without a lead rope. We're past the lead rope stage, so she was able to take my body cues and back up when I want her to. She's still pushy. I would definitely not send a kid out here to feed her, or anyone who didn't know horses. She doesn't mean to hurt you. She just thinks she's starving, the poor old girl. So we're still working on that. Sugar's doing great. She wasn't real great about putting her halter on when she first came. She did not want to put it on. We've been working on that. So that's why they have their halters on. So their reward for putting their halter on, they don't get their grain unless they have their halters on. They don't get to come out into the grass pasture unless they have their halters on. The halters are very comfortable. They're not rubbing on them. They're looser than they would be if we were actually working. Then that way we know that they're nice and comfortable. Oh, you'd think that I was killing them, separating them. I'm just so excited. They're doing so well. Rosie here, you can see her tail is short, and she has kind of like a mohawk in her mane. Well, we can't see now because Sugar got in the way. But so Rosie is on biotin to help her mane and tail to grow. And then they're both on an MSM glucosamine chondroitin to help really build up their ligaments, their tendons, their muscles, and just make sure that they stay sound for many years to come. We came from, I wouldn't say bad shape, but let's say rough shape with their feet. We have come such a long ways. We have one more checkup with the specialist, with the farrier, in a week actually, a week tomorrow. And then after that, I think we're gonna start working Rio or Rosie here and see if we can get some of that weight off of her. Bless her heart, she just thinks she's starving. And then the vet has recommended a new product that I'm going to try to get ordered in that should help with that overwhelming urge of hunger, help fill her up a little bit. And then Sugar over here, she can, you know, hopefully put that weight on. I wish they could just trade. I wish Rosie could just donate her weight to you, darling girl. Anyway, but I just wanted to introduce you to our baby girls. They are not with our other horse, Smarty, yet. He is a 25 to 28-year-old rescue. We love him to death, too. He is unsound and will never be sound again. He is here to retire. He lives in the apple orchard right now, which hopefully for the winter, these girls will be up in the orchard with him because I literally can see them out my kitchen window. So I like to keep a really close eye on them in the winter. That's our girls. Thanks for checking in. Have a great day. Bye.